Call meeting order at 7:38. The pledge allegiance. 1:33. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First order of business is to call a roll call. Robert May is here. Michael Fritz is not here. Gregory Rizal is not here. Austin Linebuck is here. Derek Rose is here. David Eggert is here. Steve Geibel is here. Corey Zana is here. Daniel Stevens, our engineer, is not here. Amanda Musso is here. D. Michael Benson is here. Warren Lubenow, not here. And Joan London, not here. Council minutes. Everyone had a chance to review the Borough Council minutes from July 11th meeting. Is there any corrections, revisions, clarifications? Can the minutes be accepted as presented?
Accept the minutes as presented.
Motion been moved and seconded to approve the minutes as presented for the July 11th meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Approval and payment of bills. Before you'll see is consolidated payment of bills from the general fund. You'll see $219,000 and $131.05. From the sewer fund, you'll see $11,413.64. Liquid fuels is $3,639.26. Fire tax fund, $2,750. EMS fund, $2,000. Is there a motion to approve the consolidated payment of bills as presented?
So moved.
Motion been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Approval of the treasurer's report. So what we're doing is looking at our July 24th consolidated treasurer's report. Fund balances of July 31st are $510,510.49 from general fund, $259,521.31 from liquid fuels, fire tax $5,048.23, EMS tax fund $952.69, Sewer fund, $168,015.49. Reserve account, $95,211.97. So I think I'm misspoke on the general fund because it is $513,510.49. That total fund balance is $1,042,260.18. We are now $1 million borough.
It was over $1 million before. It's actually 200 and almost 300,000 shy until we get the grant money back.
Only a bean counter cares, so.
Thanks a lot.
Is there a motion to accept the file for audit and consolidated treasury report?
Motion to accept file for consolidated treasury report for July 2024.
Motion's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Public comments, we have any public comment from online? Moving on, consultant report. Our borough engineer is not here, so we don't have any report on updating the floodplain
Yes, we
ordinance.
do.
Is it in here?
No, it's me.
Oh, go ahead.
There is stuff from Pamela that's in here, but with the floodplain, we were gonna send it to Leslie Rhodes at Pennsylvania Municipal League. At the moment, there is no contract with FEMA for doing any of the reviews of the floodplain ordinance. We kind of think that may be coming in a few months, so we can just hit on the floodplain until then. So Leslie Rhodes has a private business that we could pay to do the review, but I don't think so. So that is in a holding motion at this point. The Moore grant, I know was filed for. Pamela and I had a discussion about it. They wanted you to use the maximum amount of the 50,000 in conversation with somebody from the state. So we did funding in the 3 phases of the Moore grant: the audit, the grant, and paying down the interest rate. Not a grant, but your funding, which is a loan. And then the third part was pay down the interest rate. They wanted you to basically use all 50,000, and that more than likely you would get all 50,000. It doesn't mean we have to take it.
Right.
Just means that we populated that information with them, and Pamela was doing the work to justify what expenses were being done. So that's the more grant.
Any questions? Right. Right, to get it in more energy efficient. What would it take to be more energy efficient? What are you deficient? You know, and then we'll have an engineer's
Basically,
probable cost, estimate of probable cost to do the improvements. And then there possibly be grant money for that.
well, loan.
Huh.
Loan, or the more grant is the work towards
Getting them up.
getting lower interest on it, getting a grant to do the audit. It's 3 different parts to it, and they really wanted you to do all 3 parts.
Any questions about the borough engineer, report? Borough solicitor's report, she's not here, but she said she'll be here later. So obviously, other municipalities are more important to her than us. So we'll sort of wait, or we'll move on if she's not here when we need to talk about some other things. So let's see, next on the agenda would be
Public work, mayor.
Mayor.
Sorry, Cory, it's
Yeah.
sorry, I should have.
Hey, Mayor, just a suggestion. But usually we use like Times Roman, New Roman 12, and not big stuff like this. Is just to make it easier to read?
That's her old people.
Amanda, can you sort of standardize these next time? You know? Yeah, okay. Times New Roman or Arial, something about, about size 12 would be fine.
12 is a little more, but.
12 should be the standard for us old folks. So anyway,
So as
So
you
you can
know,
shout this out since it's in this
the,
font
the
and bold.
report's in here and you can easily read it.
Ooh, body cams coming
For you.
on her report. Hey, Amanda, there's an opening there for an executive assistant there. You can look at that. Well, I consider that's not full time, so I figured 2 full times.
Gotta be at least 6 figures.
Yeah. Any questions, Mayor, for our mayor, on our report? Outstanding. Department staff, reports, borough zoning, local code enforcement, nothing new?
The enforcements are in progress, zoning, there's zoning permits coming and going, mainly fences.
An update, there was a question by another council person, maybe 2 meetings ago, about a house that had sort of like a lot of stuff there that some people may want to consider, excessive. And I think he called in and then sort of discussion was held with the manager, saying, our perspective is, since we have emergency responders, there must be like a pathway to the front door. You know, not so much around the whole, porch or something like that, but a good 30 inches, I think that's OSHA's 30 inches. You gotta have a 30-inch walkway, you know, and I don't think it can be teetering, you know, like going through a forest of boxes or something. So I think they're moving towards that goal, so. So. But just trying to give you an update how we're trying to respond, if you have some questions. Public, so that we're now down public safety, emergency management.
Nothing to report. The last major rain event, I did go out and check the creek, and it wasn't even close to.
Most officers have all their trucks parked up close to the house out there.
Yes, well, you know, once bitten, twice shy. I'm keeping an eye on the way this rain from Debbie tracks, because if it's coming going west to east, we generally usually don't have too much of a problem. The last year's event where it was all going south to north, and it was just a continuous train of heavy rain over a very small area. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the remnants of Debbie over the weekend.
And just for general discussion, Antietam Dam is considered a high-risk dam because of population down. So the emergency management coordinator gets to review the plan, and it sort of shows you how big the flood will be if the dam would suddenly cut through and poof, it all empties. And, at one point, they said, well, we'll have an observer, I think this is when Rawa owned it.
Okay.
We'll have an observer up there if it rains 2 inches or more, you know, so someone will actually be there watching it. And I went up numerous times when I know we had 2 inches of rain. There was never anybody up there watching. So, but in real life, I don't think there's many structures this far downstream that would get the amount of wave that sort of flattens out, and probably the bridges would end up being buffers to the water anyway. So you'd have, you know, it filling up more over top of the bridge, next one or something like that. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you all, you know, that's probably the only concern we really have with, you know, these rains are like 6 or 9 inches and
I
stuff
do
like
get
that.
notified by Berks, if they're putting a watch on and if the county won't put something there, they're probably the caretaker's house.
Well, I mean, you know, there's park ranger, Berks County now owns all of that, so they, yeah, so it's
that's
either a
fine.
ranger or something, it's on them,
Yeah.
you know. So, anyway, sidebar on that.
Yep. So-
Anyway, then we'll go to Public Works.
My report is attached in the packet, 2 things of note, which, do we do the contract one, or is that another thing?
Comcast line is under new business, you can jump to it if you want.
Go right in.
All right, Comcast put in a request for a restoration refund for their work on Walnut Street, Macy Way work report following the completion of all their work, putting in all their service lines.
And this would be restoration to the street. We make them pay what we consider is a fair price to repair the street. They don't repair it
Yeah,
naturally.
and it's also right away, or it's just a sidewalk, and it's typically, serve outside of the curb.
So have you reviewed those all?
And I was all walked today, and it's all inspected, the guy that started that project walked with me, there was no issue, so that can all
Okay, so number three, based on the public works, roadmaster, is there a motion to refund the street opening restoration fee of $10,334.10 to Decisive Communications?
So moved.
Motion moved and seconded to authorize the refund. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion passed.
Also, under the public works, area, the 2024 street project, and seal coat project, I believe received a bid in, based on what I saw the numbers walking in here, I would recommend go with those. I budgeted 125, is that in the packet? I would think it'd be so.
Man,
Which I believe the lowest responsible bidder was 117.
117,566.
This is all out of liquid fuels because it's paving.
Yeah,
Who was it?
That was AMS.
Have you heard of them?
yeah, it's American, or asphalt mix. That's, Pamela was here, she probably would say that's one of the only ones that usually bids on that stuff. We did have a second bidder from Mark, which is unusual, but being Pamela discussed, no one else really does swear, which is part of the key. The fact that we had a second one was impressive.
And that's when we kicked it out and refit it.
It came down, that's another. Put them on the.
Because they didn't know why it was being rebid.
Yeah.
Well, they knew why it was being
Oh,
refit. Yeah.
But they were worried that other bidders now would be available. Who knows?
So that is awarding to.
So is there a motion to award the 2024 seal coat project for the borough to AMS
Pending review.
pending review by the attorney and everything else for a fee of $112,000 and
$117,506.63.
So moved.
motion moved and seconded to accept the winning, the bid from AMS for the 2024 road, resilient project. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Good. All in favor? Clarification. Hey, back to, how far is your reach on that attachment for the Bobcat backhoe attachment?
Lengthwise, I believe.
Like depth, you know, how
Depth
deep?
is 9
feet.
yeah, and then reach, I believe, around 12.
You have like just one bucket or two buckets?
I think there's only one bucket on it, I think it's 12. So it's like a
It's a real narrow 12 inch, right?
Yeah.
And for the budgets coming up here in October, want you to think about maybe if you need another type of bucket or something like that. For that, like a wider bucket or one without teeth
like a grain bucket.
or something. You know, because if you're spreading gravel or dirt or stone, a lot of times they don't use the fork bucket, they have a bucket without.
Like a flat
Yeah.
grain bucket.
So once you look at some of that, throw it in the budget, who knows, you know. Could, but that could come out of the schools, right?
Oh, the bucket, it should, so we.
Yeah. Any other suggestions for, budgetary things? Just think about it. Also, USDA is gonna have the stream armoring project and they're gonna prepare the bidding to take place spring into it.
Just touch base on that, we're actually waiting for the post office to get back to us and the USDA. So if anyone has any contacts with the post office, I'd really appreciate it. We've been down there several times, we've been kicked with several different people, no one gets back to us, no one gets back to the USDA. And they're pretty important because they have half that stream there, so they have to access that for easement for.
Here, actually, the person you would want to talk to is not at that post office. The postmaster for Reading is out of Jackson. Let me talk to Susan Dan, are both the fire postmasters.
Yeah,
Like, if they
Al
have
Reed.
me.
Al to read.
Franklin, yeah, we've been, no, this guy down here is the. And
Yeah.
Is it? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll explain, since Susan Dan, are both the fire postmasters, and they're still involved with. I'll find out, I'll see if I can get a name and a contact number, 'cause this post office down here actually comes under the umbrella of.
Yeah, that's what the gentleman down there told me.
Yeah,
These have been-
We-
Right.
They have been contacted.
Just not getting anything.
Well, when first he was out on what
Medical,
medical.
medical leave, and you can get a hold of the secretary,
And even having a little, firmer words to secretary, they still don't call back, they don't email, they don't do anything.
We'll let Dave try to find the right communication channel.
But appreciate it. Thank
Then
you.
we can do a back channel kind of thing.
Can you also determine where the easements and what the property owners are, and would it behoove us to also somehow get easements with those property owners if we ever want to go down in the creek? Because they're gonna cut some sort of ramp under some sort of permit to get down there. Whether they restore it or not, I don't know. That may be one of the things we see when they come out. But if they're gonna let USDA come down there, and there might be some remnant of a way to get down there in the future, what you wanna just try to find out if there's a list of who the easement and property owners are, and then we'll
I'd
maybe
say
talk.
right now, the access would be from the Prospect Street side, so it'd be both the post office and Acrolat.
Right.
So right now, Acrolat's been very forthright and very.
What about the, their direct access?
You would get there just be further up. And I think Acrolat, so both Acrolat and post office come all the way down to the creek. So eventually, no matter what you end up, and this is USDA, no matter what you end up crossing both of their properties.
Can you follow up on that, and then also see, maybe we should try to approach Exeter Supply, because they're the ones that own between the bridges, even on both sides of the creek, I believe, about some sort of access agreement with them that would mirror the one from USDA. That way we're not paying, Joan to write something else that everybody else had already. It'd be the same thing, be our name swapped out, is what I'm sort of thinking about. Hey, Joan?
Good evening.
We're just talking about the USDA, grant and things like that. So, forgive me again, since we have a short meeting, I'm gonna give you some history. So when the post office decided to build down there, they're exempt from all zoning, planning and stuff like that. We couldn't even force them to put sidewalks in. So then at one point, they said this is gonna become the Mount Penn, post office. And I got mad about it, so I said, no, we wanna call it the Keckselsburg post office. Mecklenburg post office. So we had like 5 supervisors come and said, why are you doing this? And I said, because we're building the post office in St. Lawrence, it's saying Mount Penn, so it's not really right. I don't think it's right, you're keeping that old name in a new location. And they go, you know how much money this is gonna cost to do all this? And I go, why do I care? Stamp money goes up all the time. And so then I think we finally agreed, they said, well, we will never put signs up there saying it's Mount Penn if you guys agree to withdraw the request of naming the post office.
Negotiated for sidewalks.
Yeah. So anyway, short story, post offices are very difficult to work.
Since the USDA, do they have any of these in place?
Easements.
Yeah, any easements in place?
Not yet, that's, they're trying to.
Could we see if the USDA would name themselves and St. Lawrence together on that easement?
See, I don't know, because I bet the easement's gonna stop when they're done. And this way, if we get the same wording that they have, copy the easement, and we change our name out instead of USDA and extend it out maybe. It's just a thought in the future, I don't know. I don't know if we even want to use it, but it just seems like we may want to try to leverage that.
It'll be there, so we'll try it.
Yeah. No harm in that. So Joe, we were talking about USDA is gonna get easements, just upstream of Prospect Street. And I'm wondering if we should find out who those are, and if we get the same type of verbiage in the easements, if those property owners would also say, okay, St. Lawrence, we also give it to you. So future, if we have any future need to get down in the creek, we already have an easement. And it would be the same wording that USDA used, maybe change the timeframe, stuff like that. And I think we have a good chance to get the property owner to sign it.
Right, it would be the same legal description.
Right.
We use the
But-
USDA's legal description, but we would have an easement over the same area for purposes of access to the stream, so that if there's any clear balance.
Right, and I think the thing the property owners are, listen, USDA is never ever coming back here again. And so it might behoove you to let us at least have this easement. And then that, we will probably end up somehow getting involved again, just to make life easier, so we'll see what they say.
Worth a shot. That's all, Mark.
Where are we? Library, anything new? Our mayor's gonna donate a book from the Carsonian Park to the library. Can you,
California or
Oh.
Mount Penn?
Which one?
which one do you want to donate?
I thought that one,
This one's better?
Yeah,
and you're gonna do this out of the goodness of your heart for the saints in St. Lawrence Borough. Thank you so much.
and it's coming soon. Quick. Yes.
Municipal land, anything new? Hearing nothing, recreation.
Playground season ended on August 2nd. We had a very successful program. Average attendance both morning and evening was around 15 to 20. There were some nights when we had nicer weather that we had up with 50 kids in the evening.
Outstanding.
So it was good year.
Planning commission, nothing really going on.
Wonderful, Paul.
Zoning hearing board, nothing.
No.
Public meetings, and general comments, of course, we have public meetings, announcements, all public meetings are St. Lawrence Borough Hall. Labor Day changes, Borough office closed September 2nd, yard waste Tuesday, September 3rd, trash collection Wednesday, September 4th. I don't know if you've been reading all these, news, articles, but all the trash contracts being up right now are like going up tremendously, like 40% or something. They're calling it trash inflation.
Trashflation.
Trashflation, yeah, but everybody's
We've been given that
screaming,
heads up,
yeah.
and actually, we were told ours could be 100%. Well, we're gonna go into year 5
Yeah,
of a contract, so,
5 years worth of cost adjustments gonna hit us.
I mean, we've
Yeah.
gone up, but we've gone up modestly every year, so.
I heard they want to get rid of, I don't know, my sheriff, get rid of people riding the back of the trucks. And get those.
The automated, yeah, the automated
Yeah,
truck.
are they trying?
The automated trucks work great.
Yeah.
If you have curves, if you have wide enough streets.
I've seen videos of these guys using those automated things. They picked up trash bags. If you have a good enough trash bag, these guys are good enough, they can pick up a bag and not break it. They picked up other than the square containers.
I
It's amazing,
understand,
the operators.
It's more along the lines
Yeah.
Well,
of,
if it fails, then they're getting out and cleaning it up.
you know,
I
the
would,
design of our streets and getting to the curves, like Old Turnpike Road, you're never getting up against the curb line on Old Turnpike Road.
I was always under the impression, maybe falsely, that the guys riding on the back of the truck are probably part of a PO system and stuff like that, and that's the only guys you can get for the job, and it's a job, and they'll get hired, and they don't complain much about being back there in the summer.
Allison, do you think, I was just thinking, would the trash company somehow give up some money or help us with the grant to get, trash barrels? If they're going to,
We've already talked,
thing like that,
to-
with the toter type container.
yeah, we've already talked about going for the grant coming up. We have a little bit of time when that window opens. Part of the problem for us is that one size does not fit all in this borough. And so you need multiple size toters and a place to receive them and then a method of distributing.
But what we could do is the next bidding, ask for alternate one, where they
We did.
supply 2 separate size totes that they supply, you know,
We did that the last
and
time.
we'll see how much it would cost, and I think every time we look at it, we go, too bad.
We rejected it, the last time because of price. I mean, pretty much the state is funding the toters. So that is a possibility. It's just I just don't know how practical for our streets. It's not like it's Mount Penn where you've got curves everywhere and you're not dealing with.
They put the trash out now,
Yeah.
so I mean.
Well, they're going between cars and picking and
Yeah.
stuff up. You're going off a street into grass to pick up.
So those,
Going to a truck with an arm lifting.
20 years ago, the green recycling bin St. Lawrence provided everybody. I think we paid for those out, right? I don't think we got a grant for that. No, the ones that are slightly bigger in a 5-gallon bucket and less than a 10-gallon bucket.
Swear one.
Yeah.
Storage.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Originally had,
I'm round, the round one.
we had.
And it
that
said
one
property
before.
of St. Lawrence Borough recycled.
Yeah, do you know how many people put recycling out in St. Lawrence with stuff that's property of Bedford Township?
So anyway, DEP. Let's we'll circle back. Doug, do you have anything, to report to us? But I was contemplating an executive session to discuss potential litigation of PUC and PA American sewer rates.
Right, I mean, what you have here on the agenda is authorization to file a petition for review with the Commonwealth Court of PUC decision because it doesn't address our exceptions. There's a very long decision, over 300 pages, ran a word search on it for St. Lawrence. Didn't see one reference to our exceptions, only that we had participated in it. So what is in the agenda is the filing of petition for review, which has to be done within 30 days of the decision. I believe the date of the decision was July 17th, so it would have to be filed.
Can
by
I file?
July 16th.
You can have to ask.
It's a petition for review,
Yeah.
one state agency, it's filed in numbered petitions, similar to a petition from a zoning.
I think did we authorize that at the last meeting? We actually authorized her or do we want to go ahead and do that?
No, it wasn't authorized the last meeting, it hadn't happened.
Yeah, we knew it was, I thought we knew it was coming or something, I forget. Okay, so we need an authorization to have the solicitor, but
Make a motion to authorize the solicitor to file an appeal in Commonwealth Court for denial of the appeal of PUC decision on PA American tariff rate.
motion been moved and seconded for the appeal on the, PUC decision. All those in favor, please, yeah.
And according to Robert's rule, unless someone brings it up. See, there's a
Motion on the floor, which has been seconded, to have a solicitor file appeal with Commonwealth Court to, appeal the decision of PUC, where our rate increase was gonna go up 400% or something like that. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes.
I don't know that an executive session is needed.
I have some other things I want to talk about, again, so, I'm gonna, suggest we go into talk about litigation, PUC and, PA American, and, oh, you wanna do those other, new business first, so let's do that to finish that, because I doubt there'll be any action after the executive session. So new business, motion to approve resolution 898-2024, the multi-municipal comprehensive plan cooperation agreement for St. Lawrence, Exeter, Amity, Douglas, joint comprehensive plan at a cost of $365.
Make a motion to approve resolution 898-2024, the cost of $355.
Motion been moved and seconded for this resolution. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no, none opposed. Also, for new business, we have a motion to authorize reimbursement of 2023 and 2024 paid real estate taxes as authorized by Commonwealth Court for the successful appeal of the assessment of the Antietam Valley Shopping Center renting LLC in the following amounts by fund. They would get back from general fund $714.13, from the fire tax fund $69.37, and EMS tax fund $48.09. This is all prior to them doing and hopefully it goes up. Second for the reimbursement for the, from the successful appeal of the Antietam Valley Shopping Center renting LLC. All of those motions passed. So is there a motion to go into executive session to discuss potential, legal issues with PUC, PA American, and I do not think we'll be doing any other, business after we come out of executive session. Other than Germany, so.
Make a motion to go into executive session to discuss potential litigation.
Motion been moved and seconded to go into executive session. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion passes. So we'll wait for that.